Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful once had Liam Spencer as the resident hunk, breaking the hearts of the women who swooned over him on the CBS soap. But suddenly, the drooling over Liam stops, and he becomes a woman repellent. It looks like B&B plans to wipe away what's left of Liam's romantic appeal. This would make him a turn-off for women in and outside his circle, for the time being. Or at least until they bring in a rescue love interest for the waffler. Bold and the Beautiful put Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, in a few recent scenes where his silliness is no longer admirable to the ladies. The women, who once clawed at each other over him, only tolerated him in the latest scenes. With that said, he finally got it through his head that Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, is not interested in him romantically. So he set his sights on Hope Logan, Annika Noel, instead. B&B fans begged the soap not to start this cycle again. But it looks like Hope will take care of that. She recently said a few magic words to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, indicating Liam is not on her scope. She told Carter that it is so nice to find a man who doesn't have another woman on his mind. So Bold and Beautiful seems to rattle Liam's cage a bit in the eyes of the ladies. The two young women from Forrester Creations who joined him and his brother for lunch looked at him like a silly old guy. So the tide has changed for Liam Spencer. B&B rolled out a lunch where Liam Spencer alienated two beautiful young women with his grandpa-style conversations. From offering to show these women pictures of his daughter to throwing out goofy blurbs about Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, he chased them away. So Will Spencer won't likely consider using Liam as his wingman after that display. Bold and the Beautiful not only has Liam fumbling while trying to lure Hope back, but he can't make an impression on two young women who are strangers. So will they wipe Liam Spencer off the B&B hump list, at least for now? Bold and the Beautiful still keeps Liam in the role of a great father. But unfortunately for him, that is the only hat both Steffy and Hope allow him to wear these days. It seems he got the memo that Finn and Steffy are a force to be reckoned with. There's nothing he could say or do to pull them apart. So his first choice is not an option. But there's Hope Logan, who comes in as his second choice again. Next, Liam rolls out his spiel about what they once had together. But Hope lets Liam know that he is too late. That ship sailed a long time ago for her. This week on B&B, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, sees Liam as the answer to Hope's obsession with Steffy's husband. Steffy agrees with her. So these two ladies see Liam Spencer as a possibility for Hope's future happiness. But next week on Bold and the Beautiful, things change. Brooke and Steffy get a hint that Hope plans to explore a new love interest, Carter. So Liam soon likely finds himself dressed down from the stud he once was on Bold and the Beautiful. B&B also made his traditional, silly behaviors no longer appealing to the women in his circle. This means the once sought-after Spencer son sees his future prospects narrow down. Steffy tightly closed her door. Then, he opens his mouth and clears the lunch table of the hot women from FC. Then, Hope makes her intentions clear in the scene where she looks unimpressed as he tries to woo her back with romantic examples from the past. But the Logan daughter, like Steffy, is no longer in the market for what he has to sell on the CBS soap. For years, the Bold and the Beautiful has dangled Liam Spencer as the quintessential soap opera heartthrob. Tousled hair, square jaw. That I'm sensitive, but also conflicted smole that he's perfected since 2010. Women have fallen into his arms and his bed with the frequency of commercial breaks. He's been the golden boy caught in a never-ending love triangle or quadrangle with Hope, Steffy, and sometimes anyone with a pulse and a plotline. But lately, something's shifted. Is Liam still the irresistible hunk audiences are meant to root for, or has his appeal taken a sharp left turn into the bizarre? Has his brooding charm gone from hot to ha? Are we witnessing the slow morphing of soapstud to soapdud? It might be time to ask, has the bold and the beautiful transformed Liam's hunk appeal into a collection of freaky, undeniable turn-off traits? Let's start with the lips. Once used to deliver impassioned declarations of love, they're now permanently puckered in what can only be described as a tragic pout. No longer a romantic expression of turmoil, it's just his face now. At any given moment, Liam looks like he's been told his avocado toast came without extra guac. Gone is the rugged stoicism. In its place is a man who seems eternally seconds away from bursting into tears because someone used the wrong emoji in a text. Liam's indecisiveness has always been a character trait. But what once was interpreted as depth and emotional conflict has now become a performance art of indecision. The man can't order a latte without spiraling into a crisis. Do I get almond milk or oat milk? What if choosing oat milk means I'm betraying my emotional alignment with hope? We're no longer watching a man tormented by love. We're watching a man tormented by the menu at Starbucks. It's no longer hunky, it's exhausting. Soap fans are calling it. Waffling is the new turn-off. There was a time when Liam's quiet observations from doorways were mysterious and intense. Now, they're just creepy. He's turned lurking into an Olympic sport. One minute you think you're alone in a room, the next, Liam is brooding silently in a corner like he's been summoned by drama itself. This dude has developed the uncanny ability to materialize during conversations he absolutely shouldn't be hearing. His presence is so ghost-like that fans are wondering if he died seasons ago and no one told him. Hunk status revoked. Spectral stalker status confirmed. Liam's quest for moral superiority once made him feel like the good guy, the grounded, ethical contrast to the drama swirling around him. But now, he's become a self-righteous soap sermon in skinny jeans. Anytime someone sins, so like every 12 minutes on this show, Liam transforms into a walking TED talk on ethics. The eye rolls from other characters are getting harder to ignore. Even Ridge, the king of dramatic hypocrisy, seems to be thinking, bro, chill. Watching Liam's smug moral meltdowns has become a group therapy experience for viewers. What used to be his good guy glow now looks suspiciously like a full-blown messiah complex. For a long time, Liam's mop of golden brown locks was the stuff of Pantene commercials and beachside fantasies. Now, it seems possessed by some unholy force of its own. The swoop is so aggressive, it might qualify as a weapon. And the volume? It's reached cotton candy carnival levels. Some say it's a metaphor for his mental state, chaotic, puffy, and defying logic. Others say it's just bad styling. Either way, it's less soap stud and more aged boy band member who won't let go of 2002. Liam used to be the guy you wanted to see open up emotionally. Now, his version of vulnerability has turned weaponized. One moment, he's apologizing with watery eyes. The next, he's flipping the narrative faster than a politician during an election year. He's perfected the art of the emotional triple twist. I'm sorry you feel that way, followed by, but here's why this is actually your fault, and stuck the landing with, I'm the real victim here. Gold medal, but for what sport? We don't know. If gaslighting were cardio, Liam would be in peak soap opera shape. The final blow to Liam's heartthrob persona. His growing obsession with conspiracies, secrets, and eavesdropping. The dude walks around like he's got a trench coat full of red string and newspaper clippings. Once, he was suspicious with reason. Now, he's suspicious because it's Tuesday. He's convinced every whisper is about him, every glance is laced with betrayal. He's devolved into the human version of a trust no one Tumblr blog from 2013. Hope and Steffi used to argue over him. Now they seem to bond over the shared trauma of having dated a man who thinks GPS tracking his partners is a healthy display of love. Liam Spencer didn't fall from grace. He slowly drifted down like a confused soap balloon, popping on the jagged edge of his own neuroses. Once the golden boy of the bold and the beautiful, he's now a walking warning label of what happens when a show leans too hard into one character's flaws and forgets the charm that made them sparkle in the first place. But maybe, just maybe, this is all part of the master plan. Soap operas thrive on evolution. Heroes become villains, villains get redemption arcs, and no one stays stagnant for long. Perhaps Liam's current state of cringe is simply a cocoon stage, and we're just waiting for him to emerge, fully formed, into a new era of complexity and, hopefully, less party weirdness. Until then, the fans are watching with one eyebrow raised and a whole lot of popcorn. Because when the hunk morphs into a freaky turn-off, that's when things really get juicy. Want a version of this with more sarcasm, humor, or a totally different angle, like a fake news interview with Steffi or Hope about Liam's new look? Let me know, and I'll twist it up.